come make some delicious, low carb, high protein, vegan pasta with me. So we are going to be using the palmini angel hair pasta. The palmini pastas, they also make rice, are made out of hearts of palm, and for an entire bag it's like super low calories and only a few grams of carbohydrate. So if you can eat the whole bag, you're getting a pretty good amount of volume, plus you're getting low calories, so it can be a super useful tool if you are in a low calorie stage of dieting or if you are in prep. But I love them. I do suggest rinsing them before you make your creation, but they're really, really good and super, super versatile. So we're starting off with the angel hair pasta. We're going to add the Live Well sauces. If you haven't tried these yet, these are super good. They're entirely plant-based. This one is a creamy Tuscan vegetable and herb. Tomatoes, water, cashews, olive oil, garlic, zucchini, carrots, roasted bell peppers, water, salt, citric acid, spinach, sea salt, and basil. So plant-based, very good. We've got some vegetables. I have zucchinis, I have mushrooms, and then we're going to put it together with some textured pea protein. All right, so we've got the zucchinis that we have diced up. I'll probably add about 8 ounces of mushrooms to our zucchini here, and then we're simply going to steam it with a little bit of salt. I know there's salt in the sauce, but salt is good. Salt is an element. We've definitely been lied to about salt. It's needed for nutrient transportation. It's needed for adrenal function. So it's not necessarily something that we want to avoid. All right, so we're gonna dice up the mushrooms, get these steaming, and then we'll move on to some other fun bits. All right, so next we're going to rehydrate our textured pea protein. Super easy. You can cook it. You can also just reconstitute it in hot water. So that's what I'm going to do right now. My favorite bouillon. So we're making 6 servings here today. So we have hot water. We're going to pour it in. We're going to need some more water, but we want to stir it around to incorporate that bouillon and get the flavor all around. So here we've got 4 cups of water, 6 cups of the pea protein, and oh yeah, this is perfect. We're just gonna let this set while our zucchini is cooking, and in the meantime, we're going to portion out the palmini and get that into the container. So see, it's all mixed up, looks great, and we're just gonna let it set so it can absorb the water. All right, so we have our containers, our meal prep containers, and you will notice that I hardly ever cook everything, and that's because you can cook it before you eat it. I generally will cook things in my steam oven, so there's not hours and hours spent in the kitchen. These are fantastic because they're glass, so there's no plastic, no microplastic. This is 1 package of the palmini. I've rinsed it, I've drained it, and we're just gonna put it here into our meal prep container. Whoa, that's a really good size serving. And then as we get assembling, we're just going to assemble each serving right here inside of the container. So we have the palminis portioned out. I have our vegetables, I have our protein, and I have our sauce. So we're just going to simply layer these on top of the palminis and top it with the sauce and put it in the fridge, and then it'll be ready to warm up whenever I need a meal. And we're just going to portion this out and then top it with this is the proteins that, remember, that we were reconstituting. See how nice they are? It looks similar to ground beef. And then I'm just topping it with this sauce, which looks amazing. And then if you had the macros and wanted to add some of like the Veal Life shredded mozzarella or maybe some Parmesan, that would be a good option too, and melt in as you reheat it. But that is going to be the meal for the week. Palmini with textured pea protein and vegetables, and the Live Well creamy pasta sauce. All right, enjoy.